We're getting ready. We're getting ready for the show, guys. Quiet.
Quiet on the set.
Here we go.
Nick did some cocaine evidently before the show.
Yeah, no kidding.
Ye white lady.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode number 43 of The Majors Live. It is day 2049 in the search for Team Shovel Day. We are joined today by the whole crew, Artifact, Tip, Lickolas, and of course your host, the guy that wanted to fire Rich Rod before it was cool, Adam Hernandez.
Welcome everybody to Majors Live on TheMajors.net, calling number 734-259-4941. Like you said, a lot to talk about. Mostly, I guess, Rich Rodriguez, that whole mess that it's really become down in Ann Arbor, Michigan. So we're going to go ahead and touch on that in just 1 second here. But like as always, get your bitches and badasses in for this past week. Like always, there's plenty to choose from, so make sure you get those in. Call us with it too. 734-259-4941, or you can text us 248-429-7729, or leave us feedback on our Facebook page, facebook.com/TheMajorsX, or facebook.com/TMSNX. So like I said, get those in. Other than that, big stuff happening with Rich Rodriguez today. I'm going to go ahead and give you the latest. As of around 2:30 p.m. today, I believe it was originally Fox 2, local TV station here in the Detroit area, first broke, I believe, on their Twitter account that Rich Rodriguez was indeed relieved of his head coaching duties at the University of Michigan. As you know, as time went on throughout the day, more started coming out about it. Apparently, around 4 o'clock, it was being revealed that Rich Rodriguez and David Brandon were still in a meeting at Schembechler Hall on the University of Michigan campus. And it wasn't official yet that Rich Rodriguez was out as the university's head coach. And that's pretty much where we stand. They broke the meeting about, probably about 2 hours ago maybe. And there's reports saying that they're going to go and meet again tomorrow. So we're going to be going through all of this again tomorrow. So
You mean somebody who tweeted was misinformed?
well, it was Fox 2. It seems.
Wow, that's amazing.
Everything on the internet's true,
I thought everything was.
The thing about that, though, is once Fox 2 got that out,
Oh, and they're pretty, they're awesome.
Fan House started talking about it, Sports Illustrated started talking about it, ESPN, all the big outlets started reporting that Rich Rodriguez was fired as Michigan's head coach.
It's crazy how everyone wants to be first to report something. No, seriously.
No, the reporting's the wrong word. They just happen to read something and decided they were going to then say it.
Well, I'm not going to go on and say, how all that's done because, we're not reporters. I don't claim to be a reporter or anything like that. We just pass along information that we hear and, we give it to give it to anybody who's willing to read it or listen to it on our website or through this radio podcast. Other than that, that's pretty much what's going on with the whole Rich Rodriguez thing. They did have a players-only meeting scheduled at 7 p.m. today with the University of Michigan players, but that has since been moved till tomorrow. And again,
And that was scheduled. That has nothing to do with his situation. That was a scheduled meeting.
That was a scheduled meeting, but that was supposed to reveal to the rest of the players what is going on as far as the coaching situation goes. To tell you the truth, I really don't know what to make of all of this. In my opinion, I think that it's done already. I think Rich Rodriguez is already fired.
You want my guess on it?
I will in a second.
Okay. Sorry about that.
I think right now they're just trying to figure out the best way to present this information to everybody, whether or not they want to, have it be that Rich Rodriguez is not fired. Maybe he's stepping down, or maybe maybe they're trying to get him set up with another position someplace else. You never know. I mean, this thing. I mean, it's very, very weird right now what's going on, because if anything was going to happen, you would think if anything was going to happen, if they're just going to fire him, then it would be over and done with. They would have had their meeting. They would have had the players-only meeting, and the university would have announced it already. Other than that, go ahead, Tip.
I think what they're doing is, I don't think Michigan wants to fire Rodriguez until they have another coach in place. And I think they want to make an announcement. Rich Rodriguez is no longer the coach at University of Michigan. We are going to have a replacement press conference tomorrow at 10 a.m. or whenever. I think there's still probably a possibility Harbaugh could come here. I doubt it, but I think they want another coach already in place before they announce, so they don't have the same thing that happened last time where they fire the coach leaves and it takes 30 days to hire a new coach. And I think that's what this is all about.
Squirrel, you had something to say before. Did you have anything to say? I thought I cut
No,
you off.
I don't have anything.
What if they keep Rich Rod on as defensive coordinator, and then when they get Lou Holtz to be head coach, which has been the rumor that I've heard the last couple hours.
Well, Lickolas, you and I were kind of texting about this earlier.
Fox 2 again, of course.
Well, I was Lickolas and I were talking throughout the day that, he asked me, we were talking about the new head coach for the University of Michigan. I said Joe Paterno, and then he said Lou Holtz could be the defensive coordinator. And then I was thinking, they could do a seance and get Vince Lombardi to be the defensive coordinator.
But according to Rich Rod, even Vince Lombardi couldn't fix it.
You know what? You're right. Well, there goes that.
That was
idea.
He never said anything about the spirit of Vince Lombardi.
Oh yeah.
Bobby Bowden could be the offensive
They
coordinator.
think about digging up the bower, or
Yeah, could they
Rumor has it.
Actually, and I'm not joking around here. I think that's what, in my opinion, I think that's what they're doing. They want to find a coach, but it's not beyond the realm of possibility that Rich Rodriguez could stay, and I'll tell you why. Another thing they could be doing in these meetings, and people aren't going to want to hear this, they're firing the entire staff, and they're going to try to bring in the best assistant coaches they can possibly bring in if they decide to keep Rich Rodriguez.
Anything is possible. Tim.
I just think it's...
I can't...
I mean, you never know. Because if they can't get Harbaugh and they want... I mean, Brady Hoke will come here, there's no question about it. And I think that's... Quite frankly, I think it's a better hire. But, that's a lot. I know a lot of people want a big name, and I don't think they need a big name.
Well, that's the thing right now is, nobody really knows what's going on with anything, whether it be Rich Rodriguez right now, his status as the U of M head coach, and like I said, my personal opinion, I think he's already fired. They're just working out different scenarios right now. As far as a new head coach, all weekend, I think it was thebigleague.com that came out and said that a deal with Jim Harbaugh broke down over the weekend, and he's not coming to Michigan. And we heard a whole bunch of other people saying that Jim Harbaugh isn't coming to the University of Michigan. He was either going to stay at Stanford or he was going to go to the NFL. Once all this Jim Harbaugh stuff came out, we started hearing more about Brady Hoke, who was a former assistant under Bo Schembechler. And he's currently right now, Brady Hoke went on to coach Ball State, which he turned that program around, and now he's at San Diego State right now, where, he turned that one around. So Brady Hoke is another one that possibly it seems like is number 2 right now to Jim Harbaugh. Other names, another name that I heard thrown around today by other sources was, again, Les Miles. And, of course, he was the number 1 guy back when they first hired Rich Rod. But he didn't come here because he had stuff he wanted to finish at LSU. And I think basically LSU told him that if you go and you coach Michigan, you decide to coach Michigan, then you cannot coach us in the national championship game. So there's other candidates out there. Again, too, I'm standing pat with my prediction that Jim Harbaugh will be the next coach of the University of Michigan, and I'm still sticking with my prediction that it's going to come. by the end of the week, if not tomorrow.